Hi guys, it's Rick Shields down here at Quest Golf Studio here in Lytham, and today I'm going to be testing the new Benross Htx Type R iron. I've just reviewed the Htx. If you've not seen that, it's already on my channel. It's worth going and having a look. Benross, if you've never heard of Benross, they are a UK company who make what they say premium clubs for a slightly lower price point. I did some testing of the Benross last year. And the one thing I could kind of tell, they weren't the polished finish, they weren't perfect finish. These aren't the case. These new HTX, they look the part. They look the part. This is the Type R version, which is the slightly better version. It's got a few more features than the normal HTX. So let's see how it kind of compares and how it tests on its own as well. And I've got the drivers, I've got the normal HTX and the Type R, and I've got the gold one, which is designed for a slightly slower swing speed or a senior golfer. So I'll either get an old golfer in, an older golfer, or, he'll hate me saying this, Rob Pottery. Please don't tell him, because he'll hate me for that. So Type R, the differences that I can visually see and what it's saying on the performance is that it features a cup face technology, which you might have heard that term before in other brands. The idea that it's got more of a kind of a hollowing around the face, and because of that they've got this slot in the bottom, which again has been used already by brands. That's the only thing that I feel like they may have used from other brands, this idea that they've got a slot in the bottom on every iron, from the longest to the shortest in the Type R irons. Apparently there's a new thing that's come out called CT, which is characteristic of time, which is what the R&A test performance off the face, so how fast the ball comes off the face. And obviously that's regulated, otherwise we'd have club faces with springs off the front of them. So characteristic of time is a new kind of measurement, and apparently this CT and the performance with the bottom of the golf club has the best CT of the Benross range. Let's see how it works. You know what? Let's see if the proof is in the pudding. The lofts are slightly different on the Type R. They are half a degree stronger. So this is a 30-degree iron. The difference with the look of behind the ball, it's got a more chrome polished finish to the toe and the heel. Still with the slightly more duller face, and it's nowhere near as offset, which I think is a much better looking head from my visual when I look down at it. So I've got the flag at 180, even though I think this is probably going to fly a touch further. That's come off like a rocket, and I mean that has come off like a rocket. Don't go too far. That's nearly carried at 190. Just off the face then, honestly, it just went up. It just went forward and up. Let's see if we've either gained some spin. Okay, a little bit better, 5,300 on the spin. That's what I found lost on the HTX, that the spin just dropped to nearly 4,000, which is low really for a 7. And I'm using premium balls, so that's a little bit low for a 7. That was a really good hit though. That was long. And I didn't go at that as hard as I could. It just come off the face like a rocket. I like that. For the range that these clubs sit, certainly the price range, that came off like an absolute rocket. That was a bad hit. Right, let's see what a bad shot does. I promise you that was right off the bottom of the golf club. As you could see from the actual ball flight, I nearly missed the thing. I completely thinned it. And see how that's done on performance. A 178 carry on a terrible golf shot, it would have spun about the same. You know what? That's not bad. That is not bad at all, considering that was a really horrible bottom strike, a missed strike on obviously my part. Let's give that another hit. It's the height that's huge. Absolutely towering golf shot. Towering, massive height. That is a nice golf club to hit. And I sound surprised, and I probably shouldn't do. Come on, you know, golf clubs are made in the same kind of way, top brands to lesser known brands. I'm just surprised because I didn't expect a Benross club to be able to go up there and just get smashed out the park. I didn't try and hit that, I promise you, I didn't try and smash that. That is a good performing club. You may have heard me mentioning the HTX iron review. And I don't mind telling people this because I think it's worth giving a go. If you go down to a Benross stockist, you can take the Benross challenge, which is effectively using either your club against the Benross or a top name club against the Benross and see how it performs. It's kind of no kind of loss to you. You actually even, they were saying they even giving a prize out. And I don't mind telling people that. You know, I think it's worth, if you're gonna invest, you know, test all avenues, test every club that's out there. Right, this is the 4-iron, which is in 20 degrees of loft. I definitely need to move this pin back. That was pretty impressive there for that 7. 30-degree loft, so strong 7, but nevertheless, I didn't feel like I lost it. I didn't hit it like a 6-iron, that's for sure. It had the height of an 8, but the distance of a 6, which you can't go wrong with. Just need a little bit more spin rate on it, and it'd be on it. Right, this is the 4. They're loud as well. They are loud. I'm just curving those big irons, those longer irons. It's a big hit again. It's a 4-iron, going 230. Closed data, GC2. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that's a pull, granted, that is a pull. Very loud, big, powerful hitting golf clubs. For a brand that is not well known is pretty impressive. Right, let's go one more with the 4, then we'll get some wedges hit as well. Oh, that's a bad hit. That was a bad golf shot. Let's see what it's done on the bad one. Well, that's it, isn't it? And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was a bad golf shot, and it's still done what it needed to do. The slot still remains in the wedge as well. So I think it's a polymer slot, this kind of thing at the bottom of the golf club. I think it's to help that cup face kind of technology. This is now 44 degree of loft for a wedge, which I think is it's a bit too weak. Sorry, a bit too strong, not weak. I think that's a bit too, I think that's a bit too strong for a pitching wedge, 44, in my own personal opinion. So let's give these a hit. I do like the look of the head with the chrome toe and the chrome heel with the slightly darker face. It does highlight the face quite nicely. Let's go one with the wedge, 44. I'll go a couple with the wedge. Very similar to the 7 and the 4 there. Enormous height. The one thing that I'm really noticing, the height is just up there. Reasons behind that, I would presume that the weight has been stripped down to the bottom, and with this idea that they've made a face that's fast, stick the weight at the bottom, make it fast, and it goes up. What did that spin at? 7,500. Yeah, that is my concern, that the spin's low. If you're not bothered about loads and loads of spin on your longer irons or your irons in general, and these are your clubs. If you're just after distance. Normally with a pitching wedge, I'm getting, I don't know, about 9,000, 10,000 RPM on a full pitching wedge. On a full shot with a pitching wedge, I'd normally get 9,000 to 10,000 revs per minute of backspin. And that is only giving me 8,000, which is low. So that's the only thing that I feel like it's missing. But as a set of clubs, yeah, right up there again. Very impressed. Just the fact that you can get a club that still looks the part, it's still got premium elements, as in good shafts, good grips, good looking heads. They perform. They do everything they need to do. It's worth having a look at that challenge, seeing if you can test your clubs against these clubs. I'd love to hear what happens if you did that. Comment below. I think they're only available in the UK and Europe at the moment, but stay tuned. I'm sure if they can continue to make good product like this, that'll branch out bigger and bigger. Very impressed. Very impressed indeed. I like those. I do. I can't see why someone wouldn't get on with those, if I'm dead honest with you. I can't see why anyone wouldn't get on. Guys, I'm going to move on to the drivers next. The HTX and the HTX Type. I'll do that in one video. And I'm going to do the Benross challenge myself. I'm going to test the actual driver against a couple of ones that I've either been using or liked over the last year or so. So guys, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to the channel by clicking the big button here. Comment below, let us know what you think about the Benross range. Like the video. It's nice to test different clubs on this channel as well. Guys, thanks for watching, and we shall see you next time.